welcome to the Unmuted Podcast. My name is Jeff Waldman, host of the podcast and also founder of Scale HR. This is a podcast where we talk about all things HR, talent, HR tech, world of work, and we drop new episodes weekly on Thursdays normally, and they live on our website at GoScaleHR.com and also on our YouTube channel. So don't forget to comment on our episodes, like them, subscribe to our channel so you can get notified when new videos are dropped. So we have a fantastic topic today, and it's tapping into the 2024 craze of AI. So the name is AI and HR taking the lead. And so I'm going to bring in our guest shortly, Manuela Paoletta. But before I do, I just want to make just a couple of sort of short comments. And so obviously, AI, generative AI has sort of taken the world by storm, the last probably about a year or so. And it seems like most of my work lately has been in this area of AI adoption in the HR world, trying to make sense of it. How do we adopt it? Change management, org design, upscaling, you name it. These questions have been asked. And so, it's been interesting to do some research on this because if we were doing research on this 2 years ago on the number of people that are actually dabbling in the world of AI from an HR perspective, it would probably be 0%. Today, we've seen figures that as high as about 70% of HR practitioners have used, AI or are using it in some fashion in their work. And then, nearly 90% of HR practitioners have dabbled with ChatGPT, which is probably the most popular, publicly accessible generative AI platform out there. And so this time last year, these figures wouldn't even be close to what we're talking about now. So the adoption has been steep. It's been fast, but there's still a lot of unknowns and questions. And so I want to bring in Manuela Paoletta, who is one of these early adopters, and she's going to be sharing her story and sort of unpacking all of this and taking the lead. And so, Manny, welcome to the podcast.
Hi everyone. Thanks, Jeff, for that introduction. It's a pleasure to be here today, and I really do feel like it's an honor to be on this podcast with you. So I'm excited to talk all things AI. As Jeff mentioned, my name is Manny. That is what my colleagues call me. I lead the people and culture team at AlayaCare. For those that don't know AlayaCare, it is a home healthcare software that helps home care agencies manage their services better. So it's really designed to empower care providers and improve the overall experience for patients receiving home care. So we are a team of about 600 employees, and with a presence in Canada, Maine, Australia, and the US. So our head office is located in Montreal. And as the people and culture leader, really my role is to develop and implement strategies that enhance employee engagement. We're really we really focus on employee engagement a lot, focus on organizational culture and talent management. So I really enjoy creating a workplace where talent not only thrives, but really drives our innovation. And this is also where the AI comes in. And our mission at AlayaCare for the people and culture team is really to design and deliver an employee journey that empowers our people to do their best work. So our primary focus is to achieve this with 3 key objectives, and that is to connect our people, optimize our systems and tools, and grow our people. And I like to call this our COG, connect, optimize, and grow. It's just easy for everyone to remember when we're talking about our goals. So the 3 main objectives, we have utilized AI in some cases to support all of our initiatives so we can achieve our goals a lot faster. Like I mentioned, I'm really excited to be here with you today, Jeff. My passion for AI, talking about all that and the impact that it's shaping the future of HR, really.
So thank you for that. Actually, that answered my first question. So you're already, ahead of the game, which is great. So obviously, as you mentioned, AI is a big part of what we're doing, and obviously going to be doing. What is your AI origin story?
So my journey with AI began before joining AlayaCare, interestingly enough. But it was during my previous job where AI was primarily discussed among tech teams, right? So at the time, AI felt more like a buzzword. It was mentioned during meetings, town halls, product launches, rather than something that was directly relevant to my role in HR. So I didn't hear it in my day to day. It was mostly because I worked for a tech company, and that's where I heard
Right.
it. But then everything changed, right? November 2022. I think everyone's going to remember that month and that year. That was the launch of ChatGPT. So that just really it quickly became a popular topic amongst our executive team on our Slack channel. The leaders just were sharing creative uses of the tool, from writing a poem for their child or writing a birthday card or anything. So I really got intrigued and I started experimenting with ChatGPT and using it for various tasks. I didn't know it, what to do, how to use it, but I just, realized the potential for enhancing our HR processes. So after that, I think it was September 2023, I was committed to integrating AI into our HR practices, but I needed guidance. Uh, and just to be clear for everyone on this podcast, I'm not an expert. I'm just like everyone else,
Yep.
right? I just love to use it. And so I needed guidance. I asked myself, is there even a HR expert out there?
Yeah.
Who can I talk to? So through our network, we connected with Carrie Naiman from the founder of AI HR. And so, yeah, Carrie, you're awesome. So she really helped us to effectively leverage AI. So she came, well, it was over a Zoom call, but she met with the team. We did our first annual People and Culture Summit, and this was kind of our first exposure to AI as a team. And the collaboration just really transformed our approach. And now the team uses it on a daily basis. So a couple of weeks ago, before we were talking about this topic, I think, Jeff, I did poll my team. I wanted to see how many of the team members are actually using it. So I sent a poll on Slack, and the results show that everyone has been using it at least once a day.
They all have
Even more. There was not one person that said they never use it. So it was really exciting to see that it's really improving their workflows and solving their problems and really making it invaluable to their work.
I think that you're in the front grouping. So I always view like everything in life like in a bell curve, which is kind of weird. But I mean, think about it. When you have something new like generative AI, there's obviously going to be the first group of people that are these early adopters, right? And that's a small group, and then you get into the mainstream group, and then you get into the laggards who they'll maybe have never heard of it, or they have but are fearful of using it. And so I think now we're in that mainstream session, but it moves so fast. I mean, like as you pointed out, Chat GPT launched not even two years ago, and it's already transformed everything. So, and with you're much earlier in the game than I think most people are. So, while you are not an expert, I don't think there is a way that people can say that they're experts this quickly. But you are, an early adopter, so there, obviously a lot of stories and tips and things that you can talk about. So you talked about just a couple of sort of basic functionalities that you've been using it for, but but I know that you've gone much deeper. Can you share some examples of how AI has driven innovation in HR practices in your organization?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing we started using it for, and that we still consistently use it for, which I highly recommend for everyone, is our engagement surveys, right? So kind of doing the analysis and the recommendation for the next steps and the action planning. So we use AI tools like Kindo, Kindo. There's a free version, there's an enterprise version. It's very secure. So we've been using this just because it's been working for us, and we use it to analyze and synthesize the survey comments and within minutes, right? Identifying themes, providing action plans, and this really frees up our HR business partners to engage in meaningful conversations, data-driven conversations without the need to for manual analysis, something that used to take us weeks to analyze. It takes minutes. We do quarterly engagement surveys. So we feel that there's a lot of survey fatigue also, but there's also a lot of survey fatigue on our team side because it takes time to analyze the data. And with the use of AI right now, that has really helped alleviate that burden. So we, in addition to engagement surveys, we also use it for communication drafts every day. We're writing communications every single day. And it amazes us every time. The other thing that we like to use it for more on the HRBP side are for workplace investigations. So AI generates templates for interview questions. It summarizes investigation reports, provides recommended actions, and it just really streamlines the process, ensures consistency. I can go on. There's job description development. I think that is the number one topic that comes up with AI, right? Write the job description. You no longer need, the hiring manager to write it for you. So it really just helps to write a comprehensive job description if you want it to be more creative. And also we've used it for onboarding. So I really like the fact that it can help us with the 30, 60, 90-day plans. It can develop really detailed onboarding plans for new hires. So creating clear roadmaps based on the job descriptions. And then also we can input org charts, and it'll kind of put together like who this person should meet as part of their onboarding, what type of questions should they be asking as part of their meet and greets. So that has been really helpful, and also crafting their goals as part of their onboarding. Translation, we are in Quebec, so everything needs to be translated to French. So that has been really, really helpful. And things like OKRs as well, when we're doing our annual planning, a lot of our OKRs, just the ideation of it, right? We don't let AI write them for us, but we input all of our ideas, and it'll help us, start to draft what that looks like, and then we tweak it and we make it work to what we're trying to achieve. So it's really transformed our processes.
Those are all just excellent, the use cases.
There's so many.
I think the way you just said at the end there was about it helps us start. So I think a lot of people are starting to fall into a trap right now of taking whatever, like AI solution that's sort of generating, insight for them and not even looking at it. They take it at face value. They just copy and paste, and they don't even look at it. And so I think that's a part of the problem. The idea that is for it not to replace your human brain. It's supposed to supplement and sort of help. I think that's really a key thing. What do you think about that? I mean,
so it really, I mean, we are there to complement the machines, right? So what we need to focus on is finding and building those soft skills, right? The human skills. And that's what we're really good at in HR. Emotional intelligence, critical thinking, interpersonal communication skills. If we can be really good at that, we're just going to be really great at the ideation and coming up with those creative ideas. And it's all about the prompts, right? You have to play with the prompts, put in the right prompts in order for you to get what you're looking for. And as you said, Jeff, no copy pasting.
We should
it's the starting point.
But segueing into the next question about how you can build skills of your team, because that's one of the things is that like HR practitioners been telling me this year is that this is all moving so quickly, and they don't know where to start, and it's just a matter of doing like A, B, and C's. What have you done to kind of sort of smash that barrier down and actually work with your team to build those skill sets?
Yeah, so I mean, first I encourage the team to just have fun with it. Just have fun with
Yeah.
AI. Just learn how to use it. That is what is so important. Learn how to use it. It's about sparking curiosity and excitement, about all the possibilities that it can give to us. So I do focus on hands-on learning. I think that's really, really important. Like I mentioned earlier, we did invite Carrie to one of our people and culture summits last fall. So she led a session where we applied AI to our specific use cases. So this was really a practical experience, and it made AI concepts just more tangible and easier to understand. So I think that was a great first step. We also emphasize collaboration and knowledge sharing. So we do peer-to-peer learning. That's a big part of our approach. And so team members do share their insights and tips with each other. So we build collective knowledge, and it's just really a supportive environment. And we just also encourage self-directed learning, using online resources, participating in professional development activities to upskill. This is what we need to do right now, right? We just really need to upskill our roles, attend events, listen to podcasts all the time, like we're doing today. So yeah, I mean, these platforms are just really great opportunities to learn from industry experts
Yeah.
and stay updated, right, on the latest AI trends. So it's really about having fun. And also, Jeff, I'm probably embarrassed to say this, but we all started talking about AI within the team, I was always telling my team they would come to me with a problem, and my first reaction was, "Did you use ChatGPT?" And sometimes they're like, look at me like I was weird, and I'm like, "No, I didn't think about it." I'm like, "Try it and come back to me." And so they
Okay.
did. I'm like, "Wow, that was amazing." And now I don't have to ask that anymore. But they are so good at it right now that I don't even know how they do it, right? So I'm embarrassed to say that they are way better than I am.
No,
They
that's
come to
actually
me.
a good
Yeah,
thing because
yeah.
obviously like a testament to you, right? So what next on your AI journey for AlayaCare, and your HR team? Like is it something that you're sort of looking at in terms of sort of widening your approach to AI?
So we are planning an exciting part two, our second annual People and Culture Summit
Okay.
next fall. So I would really love to have another AI session. And so, the AI landscape is just constantly evolving. So we'd like to have someone come in and continue to talk about that, kind of like a phase two. What does that look like now? I'm not sure. But in terms of major projects that are in the works for us on the HR team, we have what's called a HR Excellence Hub. And this is going to be in two phases. So the phase one is just really about centralizing all of our data, which is really important, making sure our data is clean in our HRIS, in our SharePoint folders, everywhere that people access their data. So that's a phase one. And we want to create a comprehensive knowledge base. And then the phase two would be to integrate AI to develop a powerful search tool for our employees, making information easily accessible, effortless, really, I would say, and efficient, right? So
Yeah.
currently we have a Slack channel, Ask People and Culture, where employees just Slack and ask a question like, hey, like, we're going to find this benefits form, or can I get a letter of employment for my mortgage, or just anything and anything, you name it. And so we'd like to streamline that and integrate Slack and AI. So they ask a question, and a human will not be answering it because they will be focusing on more strategic initiatives that we never have time to focus on. So that's our plan for 2025. And really the AI transformation as a first step. How do we get the company to streamline that and use it effectively and efficiently across the company? Because right now it's a little bit, every team is doing their own thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So that's a big issue right now around
yeah,
standardization, compliance,
right.
usage, privacy, security. So is it safe to say that there might be a chatbot coming
So chatbot, yeah, hopefully we can trademark it or something. I don't know.
Nice. No, I think it I mean, it's the perfect way to go, and the technology there. So why not? Right?
Right.
Um, so what advice do you want to give to HR practitioners who are watching this episode, um, who are just starting to explore, AI in their HR practices? Is there anything that you would, recommend that they do? Maybe top one or two things.
Yeah, I guess I would tell everyone to just be humble and be curious. So,
Yeah,
there's the humility factor there. Just acknowledge that we don't know everything, and it's okay to say, I don't understand AI
yeah,
fully, but I'm really eager to learn it. And also the curiosity factor. Once you're humble, curiosity will naturally just push you to explore and learn more. So it's really just be curious about it. And AI is here to supercharge us. It's a superpower. It's not here to replace us. It's we have superpowers at our fingertips. So use it. Focus on the skills, like I said before, that complement AI: empathy, creativity, problem solving, critical thinking, and that's just going to complement it. So yeah, be humble, be curious. That's what I say.
no, I think that perfect. I mean, I think that goes. I mean, obviously, that is a recommendation, for anything. I mean, going back 10, 15 years ago when like HR tech started to, become more niche, and cloud, computing started coming into the fray, people started getting scared. And I think just, ask questions. I mean, there's nothing, there's no shame in asking a question, because
Mm-mm.
the chances are there are many people around you that are also asking the same question, feeling fearful of saying something that, might make them look not
Right.
proper or whatever. So I think that's really, really important. So
Yeah, I mean, just,
with that,
educate yourself. So, educate yourself and understand the basics. No need to get too technical, right? It's just know
yeah,
how it can
no, absolutely,
enhance your HR game. Identify the pain points. I think that's really important too. Just look at your everyday HR headaches. Our team calls those on the engineering team their paper cuts. So, you know, AI can be the magic wand to make them disappear. So what are your pain points? And really just start small. Just begin with a small
yeah,
project. Like we talked about job descriptions, probably one of the easiest ones we can start with. And be patient is also something that I would tell
no,
people.
absolutely. So thank you for that. Thank you for being here on this podcast. So once again, everybody watching, so please like our podcast episode on our YouTube channel. Subscribe so you get notified of new episodes dropping. Share, comment, please. Just share what you think, and just any tips and tricks. And so I want to thank Manny for being here, and we will talk soon.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.